Welcome back to Infinite Horizons, the channel where we uncover the world's most unforgettable destinations. Today's journey takes us to one of the most extraordinary islands in Europe, Lanzarote, a place shaped by fire, carved by lava, and softened by art and tradition. This is the Lanzarote Grand Tour, a full-day adventure that explores emerald lagoons, living volcanoes, lunar landscapes, volcanic wines, and one of the most beautiful underground spaces in the Canary Islands. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore Lanzarote, beyond the beach. Your day begins with a convenient stress-free pickup from your hotel or a nearby meeting point. As we leave the resorts behind, Lanzarote's dramatic terrain quickly takes over, with endless lava fields, whitewashed villages, and volcanic cones stretching to the horizon. Our first stop takes us to one of Lanzarote's most visually striking natural landmarks, El Golfo, a dramatic coastal village built on the edge of an ancient volcanic crater. At the heart of this crater lies the famous Emerald Lake, officially known as Charco de los Clicos. The lagoon's intense green color is caused by microscopic algae thriving in mineral-rich salt water. Set against jet-black volcanic sand and the deep blue Atlantic Ocean, the contrast is striking and immediately draws the eye. The crater itself was formed by volcanic eruptions and later partially eroded by the sea, allowing ocean water to seep in and create the lagoon seen today. Along the viewing paths, layers of volcanic rock are clearly visible in the cliffs, showing the geological history of the area. Beyond the lagoon, El Golfo remains a working fishing village. Small boats are still launched from the nearby shoreline, and many of the local restaurants specialize in fresh fish and seafood caught locally. Below the cliffs lies a small black sand beach, shaped by volcanic rock and Atlantic waves. While it isn't suitable for swimming due to strong currents, it adds to the character of the village. Together, the lagoon, village, and coastline make El Golfo a clear example of how Lanzarote's dramatic geology and traditional island life exist side by side. From the coast, the tour heads inland toward the Fire Mountains, where one of Lanzarote's most recognizable experiences takes place: the Timanfaya camel ride. For those who choose to take part, this optional activity costs €11 per person, paid locally, and follows a gentle route across volcanic terrain near the edge of the national park. The camels are well cared for and closely managed. They work in short shifts, are rotated regularly, and are handled by experienced local guides, ensuring they are not overworked. Even if you choose not to ride, the Echadero de los Jameos area offers wide views across the Fire Mountains and is a good stop for photographs and observation. At the next stop, you enter the heart of Lanzarote's volcanic soul, Timanfaya National Park, a protected area shaped by one of the most intense volcanic periods in recorded history. Between 1730 and 1736, a series of massive eruptions transformed nearly a quarter of the island, burying villages, farmland, and entire landscapes beneath lava and ash. Remarkably, the heat from these eruptions is still present just below the surface today. At the geothermal demonstration area, park rangers bring this hidden energy to life in unforgettable ways. Visitors are invited to feel volcanic rocks taken from the ground in your hand. You will instinctively drop them because they are too hot to be touched. Moments later, the park rangers demonstrate just how much heat lies beneath the surface. Dry brush is placed into a shallow hole in the volcanic ground, and within seconds, it ignites without any flame or fuel. This isn't a trick. It's pure geothermal energy. Just a few meters below our feet, residual heat from historic eruptions still reaches extreme temperatures. It's a powerful reminder that Timanfaya isn't a dormant landscape. It's a living volcanic system, quietly active beneath the surface. By standing here, watching fire emerge from solid ground, it's easy to understand why Timanfaya became known as the Fire Mountains. The most dramatic demonstration comes when water is poured into a deep borehole in the volcanic ground. At first, nothing seems to happen. Then, almost instantly, the water is superheated by the intense energy below, where temperatures just a few meters underground remain extreme. In a matter of seconds, the water is forced violently back to the surface, erupting as a powerful steam geyser, blasting several meters into the air. After witnessing Lanzarote's volcanic power up close, the journey continues with one of the park's most unforgettable experiences, the Lunar Route drive. This guided route is strictly controlled and only accessible by official park vehicles, helping to preserve the fragile volcanic environment. As the bus begins its ascent, the outside world seems to disappear, replaced by an alien landscape sculpted entirely by fire. Through the windows, you'll pass rivers of lava frozen in time, jagged volcanic cones and vast plains of ash stretching as far as the eye can see. The colors constantly shift, deep blacks, rust reds, ochres and ash grays, creating scenery that feels more like the surface of the Moon or Mars than Earth. It's easy to understand why Lanzarote's early inhabitants believed that the eruptions were fires sent from hell. That belief is why the symbol of Timanfaya National Park is a devil, a reminder of how terrifying and powerful this landscape once seemed before science could explain it. After a morning of exploration, the tour pauses in the village of Tinaho for a well-earned break at Restaurante Dolore. For €13 per person, guests can enjoy a buffet-style lunch featuring traditional Canarian dishes alongside familiar international options. It's a relaxed and convenient stop, a chance to recharge, cool down, and reflect on the landscapes you've just experienced before the afternoon continues. The tour then makes a brief stop at Bodegas Barredo, a historic family-run winery best known for producing El Campesino wine. After volcanic eruptions covered the land in ash, farmers adapted by planting vines in deep pits dug into the volcanic soil, protected by curved stone walls from the strong Atlantic winds. This is a short visit rather than a full wine tasting experience. Guests are offered one small sample of wine, giving a quick introduction to Lanzarote's volcanic wine style. However, there is time to visit the shop, where you'll have the opportunity to purchase the wines and other local products if you wish. Even as a brief stop, it provides useful insight into Lanzarote's wine heritage and the island's long-standing relationship with volcanic agriculture. The final stop of the Lanzarote Grand Tour is Jameos del Agua. Jameos del Agua is formed from part of a vast volcanic lava tube created by eruptions from the nearby La Corona volcano. Local artist César Manrique transformed part of this lava tube into a cultural site, carefully integrating architecture into the existing volcanic landscape rather than altering it. Inside, visitors move through a series of caverns and chambers shaped entirely by lava flows. At the heart of the complex is a crystal-clear underground lagoon, home to one of Lanzarote's rarest treasures, tiny blind albino crabs found nowhere else on Earth. These delicate creatures are extremely sensitive to light, sound, and pollution, which is why swimming in this lagoon is strictly forbidden. Their presence is a powerful reminder that even in the harshest volcanic environments, life finds a way. Manrique's design uses simple surfaces and minimal additions to highlight the natural shapes of the volcanic rock. The goal was not to dominate the space, but to make the geology the focus. As you move upward, the underground world opens dramatically into bright daylight, revealing one of Lanzarote's most iconic sights, a brilliant white pool framed by palm trees, volcanic rock, and deep blue sky. Though it looks inviting, this pool was never intended for swimming. Instead, it stands as a visual contrast, symbolizing balance between nature and human creativity. Nearby, an auditorium carved into volcanic rock hosts concerts and events, using the cave's natural acoustics. It shows Jameos del Agua is more than a tourist site, it's a living cultural space. As the final stop of the tour, Jameos del Agua provides a clear example of how Lanzarote balances tourism, art, and conservation, making it a fitting conclusion to the day. The Lanzarote Grand Tour is one of the best ways to experience the island in a single day. It's ideal if you love volcanic landscapes, natural wonders, and want a mix of nature, culture, food, and history. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Infinite Horizons, and let us know in the comments which stop was your favorite. Until next time, Keep exploring beyond the horizon.